charged with the second-degree felony offense of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon or with a weapon. April 16, 2023. It's a knife.
Firearm was used.
Oh, and a firearm. There's two paragraphs. One is exhibited a deadly weapon, a firearm, and one was a knife. So both. And Mr. Rennick is here, and we reset this to today so that we could have witness on an application for writ of habeas corpus seeking bail reduction. Current bond is set at $250,000. Mr. Rennick, you may proceed.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Could you please state your full name for the record?
Tammy Chanel Engel.
And how are you employed, sir?
I'm a police officer for the city of Florida.
How long have you been employed as a police officer with Plea?
7 years.
And I don't need the address, but please tell the judge what city, state you reside in.
Florida, Texas.
Okay. And, do you know the defendant, Shay Allen Merchant?
Yes.
Because once of them identified by the article code.
Anyone should.
You are not asking the record reflect the witnesses identified the defendant.
The record will so reflect.
How do you know Shay Allen Merchant?
We were boyfriend and girlfriend.
How long did the two of you date?
Almost 2 years.
And did the two of you cohabitate?
Yes.
And were you cohabitating back in April of 2023?
Yes.
And on April the 16th, what, if anything, transpired between the two of you?
He called me from the living room while I was in the bedroom and demanded that I go get him a can of snuff. I declined and hung the phone up on him. He got angry. He called me back. I got out of bed. I gave him $20, told him to get it himself. He told me he was going to start breaking stuff if I didn't go do it. So I got up and I went and did it. When I got back, he had damaged my patrol car and was throwing, I made custom tumblers, and he was throwing them in the driveway so that way I could not pull fully into the driveway. He met me in the driveway with a gun, which he put to the my left head right here and forced me inside the residence.
Isn't it true that he actually dragged you into the residence?
Yes, he had grabbed me by my arm.
How did you get into the residence?
He had grabbed me by my arm and forced me into the garage, which he shut it, making me leave all of my purse and belongings in my car, and told me that the wholesale got stolen.
Once you got into the residence, did he put his hands on you?
He had told me that I needed to take myself to bed, so I went and lay down in bed, and that's when he had gotten a knife out, and he had placed the knife against my neck, causing a small abrasion.
Did he choke you at some point?
And then he had walked out, so I had went into the bathroom. He had then forced me into the bathroom and choked me several times in the bathroom, picking me up by my throat and throwing me against the window sill, bruising my back.
Did he at some point punch you with a closed fist?
Yes.
Did he bite you?
Yes, he bit me on my nose.
Showing you what's been previously marked as State's Exhibit number 1. Do you recognize this?
Yes.
What do you recognize it to be?
Those are the marks from, this is from the knife and this is from him choking me.
Is this a fair and accurate depiction of how your neck appeared on the day of the incident?
Yes.
Your Honor, at this time I'd offer State's warrant for purposes of record opinion.
No, Judge.
It's admitted.
Was this did you require medical treatment?
Yes, I went to the hospital.
Okay. Did you flee the residence?
After I had told him what he wanted to hear, so he calmed down, I was able to leave the residence, and that was when I called the police department.
You called your own department?
Yes.
You made a report with DAPD?
Yes.
Showing you what's been marked as State's Exhibit number 2. Do you recognize it?
Yes, it's the firearm he put to my head.
It's a fair and accurate depiction of the firearm that day.
Yes.
At this time I'd offer State's 2. Purposes of record opinion to defense counsel for this inspection.
No, Judge.
It's admitted.
Did you give PAPD a written statement reflecting what you testified here to today?
Yes.
Was this the only incident of violence between the two of you?
No.
And I want to interrupt you here. We're not here to have a full-blown trial, but I'm asking you to give the judge at least a picture, an idea of the nature of the relationship. So this wouldn't be on the time.
No, this is not the only time.
Please briefly give the judge an idea of any past incidents.
There had been instances when I had caught him cheating, and then he had been physically abusive towards me by punching me. He had bit my ear and my forehead back in October. Then also 2 or 3 days prior to the 16th, when all of this took place, he had, while I was laying in bed, taken a knife and like cut the bed around and poked holes in the mattress above my head, making threats to harm me.
Did he carve anything in the walls of your residence?
Yes.
Objection leading.
Overruled.
What did he do?
He had poked several holes in the wall and in the bed, and he also carved F, the N word, into my bedroom wall.
Let's go back to April 16th of 2023. I neglected to ask you about, was it an incident involving his blood?
Yes, he also, during that whole incident, had cut himself on his arm like twice with my duty knife, and then was smearing his blood all over me. And then he also took that knife and he cut my hair.
Has CPS been involved with the two of you?
Yes, he, on Wednesday prior to the incident, tried to sick our pit bull dogs on CPS, which is what, so when I got home from placing my kid after CPS took my kid, I had told him to get out of the residence, and then that's when the violent behavior progressed until the Sunday.
Around this time, did he send you some text messages?
Yes, he had sent me several text messages while I was visiting my child.
Again, briefly give the judge some idea of the nature of those text messages.
That he should have threatened, he should have slit my throat, that he was gonna kill me.
Is it fair to say they were profane?
Yes,
Is it fair to say that they threatened you in a number of ways?
absolutely. He also threatened to harm my brother and sister-in-law who I was with, which is who I placed my son with after he had gotten CPS taken.
Did you provide those text messages to law enforcement?
Yes,
You understand why we're here today, correct?
yes,
This defendant is seeking to lower his $250,000 bond, correct?
yes.
What do you want this judge to know? Well, first of all, how did those text messages and the incident back on April the 16th of 2023 make you feel?
I was scared for my life.
And if this defendant were to get out of jail or be released on a reduced bond, what if any concerns do you have?
I fear for my life if he gets out of jail. I have a 5-year protective order. He has sent me letters from the jail. He's tried to email me
I'm
from
sorry,
the jail.
but since the protective
Since the
order.
protective order's been in place, he has mailed me 2 letters from the jail and tried to email me from the jail email since the protective order's been in place.
So it's fair to say he's violated the terms of the protective,
Yes,
even while he's in custody.
yes.
Is there anything else that you think this judge needs to know before she makes her decision about whether or not to release this or reduce this jail?
I just strongly fear for my life that he is going to retaliate against me. He made threats to harm both of my kids, even during the incident, and I'm scared.
That's all I have, Judge. I'll pass the witness.
Any questions, Mr.
Yes,
Rennick?
just a few. Ma'am, a few questions. Other than this incident in which you contacted the authorities, how many other times have you called the police related to alleged violence?
I haven't called the police.
So this is the first time you've ever called the police. Is that fair?
That's fair.
And at your residence, who resides at your residence at this time other than yourself and Mr. Merchant?
Mr. Merchant's been evicted from the residence.
Right, prior to that time.
It's me and my kids.
Okay, anyone else?
No.
Okay. And is it also true that after this happened, did you yourself start calling other bond companies and informing them?
No, I did not.
Did your ex-husband call bond companies and start making comments about Mr. Merchant?
He may have, but I did not.
Okay. You understand you're under oath, correct?
Yes,
Are you aware of your husband calling bond companies?
it's my ex-husband.
Your ex-husband calling
Yes,
bond
I'm aware
companies?
that that's what he did.
So when you said you were aware, maybe he did, maybe he did not, that was not a truthful statement, was it? You are aware that your ex-husband was calling around town to different bond companies and making negative comments about Mr. Merchant, correct?
Yes.
So why did you not answer truthfully to my first question?
I don't know that I didn't answer truthfully.
I'll pass it on. My questions, please.
I have no further questions from single, John.
Thank you, ma'am. You can have a seat or step.
I have two other short witnesses.
All right.
I called Michael Engel at this time.
Michael Engel.
That's right.
You're Carly Davis and Carly Hoosier, and this is 24 DCCR 1385 and 25 DCCR 1237. And so their state has, we were going to be here on reviewing bond conditions, correct? And then the state has filed a motion to increase the bond.
Yes, Judge.
And is that in both of the cases or just that one?
Both cases, Judge.
Let me pull this up. I know I took a look at it last week, but
This one's right.
and so we've got both of these cases are driving while intoxicated, third or more. The first offense date is from May 6th of 2023. The second from February 10th of 2025. Give me just a second here. Well, it's working, it's just working slow. So I've got some history with regard to prescriptions. Some of it's obviously very hard to read, but it looks like prescriptions for alprazolam and something called D-amphetamine. Okay. Can't tell the date. One of them specifically says no refills. I can't read the dates on these.
We can get better photos, Judge. She had had that prescription for,
All right, shows it expires October 31st for the,
Judge, I had a number of questions about those photos myself. I mean, I'm not necessarily, well, I guess I am questioning the validity. This doctor that allegedly prescribed it, this Rajan Desai, there's either an Austin address or a Millburn, Texas address for this doctor. When I looked him up through the Texas Medical Board, and I'm just a little curious about.
so where do you go to the doctor? Where's this doctor from?
From Beaumont, and I do a telemed every month except every 3 months. I go to his office. I don't know what you went to.
Today?
Yes, ma'am.
Where specifically?
Telemed today.
Oh, well, here's what I think I'm going to do based on the nature of what these medications are and the history. Well, are you driving? Okay, I don't know if I already did, but a condition of your bond is going to be, as of today, that you are not allowed to drive any vehicle ever, period. Okay, so if you're caught driving, obviously you'll be right back in jail without, probably without a bond. Mr. Coleman, other than a no driving, is there any other
You know, Judge, I just would like to reiterate, and we put it in our motion, and it sounds like the court's read the motion, but, you know, she's got 4 previous DWIs, Judge, and in addition, she picked up this latest DWI while out on bond for a DWI.
Right.
Judge. And that, along with the positive drug test, I think the public safety, the community safety demands some additional assurances.
And Judge, our argument would be that the DWI itself is for the medications. She's been on these medications for.
Well, it doesn't matter if you're on medication and you're
Right.
taking too much medication, then that's a problem.
Sure.
So you can be on these medications and not be.
Also, the failure of the drug test was for these medications.
Right, I understand that. My biggest concern is the fact that if the medications are not being taken properly or too much of the medications, then that's a larger concern with the safety, and I completely understand and agree with Mr. Coleman on that. How'd you get here today? Here's what I want you to do, what I'm going to order you to do. I'm going to order that at your appointment, I'm requiring you to find out and with your doctor, get a prescription for something that is non-narcotic. So something that is not going to cause these issues if in fact our concern is that you are misusing or overusing these medications, then there's other medications that you can take. You need to talk to him today. I want you on your way to be off of both of these medications and on something that would not lead to the issues that you're having. Does that make sense? You need to get that information from him, find out what he can prescribe. I want those to Ms. DeLage, and I want her to get those to me. That is a condition of your bond at this point. If you don't do that today at that appointment and get that information to her, then I'm going to, what I'll do today is not rule on Mr. Coleman's motion. So that motion to raise your bond is still out there. And if you don't get this information and you don't get this done today, then your bond will likely be raised and you'll be in jail. Do you understand? All right.
My only question is, the medication to get off of it abruptly can cause.
I understand that. I'm not saying you have to get off of it abruptly. I'm saying I want the plan and how you're going to do it, what it's going to be reduced to, what it's going to take its place, whatever it is. I want that. You need to tell him that you have been ordered to get off the medications, but obviously that needs to be done in a medical way, but I want whatever that plan is and how you're going to do that, and I want that to Ms. DeLay so she can get it to me tomorrow. Okay? All right, y'all are free to go.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And there it is, a moment that leaves you unsettled, thinking about the fine line between love and fear, between trust and danger. Today, we saw a relationship unravel in the starkest terms, a story of threats, violence, and survival. A reminder that behind closed doors, the battles people fight are often invisible to the world. And yet, the courtroom becomes the place where truth is forced into the light, where justice tries to measure not just the crime, but the risk. The stakes are high, the human cost undeniable. It makes you ask yourself, how far would you go to protect yourself and those you love from someone you once trusted?